today, he was on the Taros instead, and he only swapped over to the Olgrim after going down 2 games. So the fact that he's swapping or keeping himself onto the Olgrim immediately shows that maybe there's a matchup issue he has here. Potentially wants to keep himself, with a lance against this character. I don't know, but either way, we're gonna see some cheese. We saw it before, and we're gonna see it time and time again. Acno has always been ready to cheese with this bow signature kit and go out with the ground pound too. Nice option, and Saphir is gonna get yeah, it's just done. He gets absolutely sniped out of the air with the GC D-Light of the ground pound. We've seen so many of those today. I don't know why. Is that the true EU meta right there, is unarmed GC D-Light in the ground pound? Because I feel like we've seen so many KOs today with that exact setup.
I mean, I do it too, honestly. It's such a good pickup, and that's honestly the bread and butter of what you need to know on unarmed if you want to go into the upper echelon of ELO or hell, even tournaments, right? Because this top 8, again, you've seen it so much, right, Trip? And it feels like even NA uses it. For example, Sandstorm I saw. And what just happened, by the way? Saphir just gave away a stock for free. Acno's definitely gonna take it. 130 damage to his name, and now, down. What? Down into neutral sub. Into ground. What?
And a rush for the weapon throw. Are you kidding? Okay, now Saphir is on the lance, but still look at how behind he is. I mean, this is insane. Taurus versus the Hare here. Okay, he picks up an axe. It's gonna be hard to get a KO. He's looking for a down air or a side air or a signature. Went for a down sig. A second one is gonna connect. Saphir going down low. Acno trying to get another D-Light. Okay. This is just insane. We got Acno clip farming.
Light?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna clip farm with a GCN light. That's a wrong casual type of move right there, especially when Saphir was like 4 miles away upwards, like from you. Don't do that. Downlight stare, there we go. Finally getting some bread and butter on blasters. I mean, he kind of can, afford or so of like just silly movements that Acno is known for. Downlight recoveries coming out, and that's a pristine 2-stock coming out from PR #1 of EU. In the first match. Wow.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, this is PR #1 right here versus, I mean, a very good seed player. We got PR 17, but still Acno is on a vengeance right now, carrying through this lower bracket. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Just lost that stock out of nowhere.
That GC silent, I'm pretty sure it must be MS input. There's no way he wanted the GC silent there out of all things, especially when you're so low on options, and especially against someone like Acno, which is an absolute pristine cheeser, as you saw. Like, that ground pound was brutal at the start. And now, finally, back on game 2, Demon Island, Demon Island, final destination. For these sorts of players, I don't blame them.
Okay.
Finally getting some nairs now, Saphir.
Triple nair. Yep, gets a poke as well. Pushing Acno out towards the edge. Got himself almost a sidelight. There we go. Bread and butter. Throws the weapon. And he once again dips off stage, trying to recreate what Acno was doing to him in game #1. But now instead he's going to pick up the axe. Goes to the ground pound. He was ready though. Acno gives himself a GC in Sig. A side air will come out. Okay. What will he do? He's going to once again dip off stage. Lance going to take a while to KO. Oh! He didn't go for a dodge or anything. Acno will get picked up by that, and that's a lead for Saphir.
Yeah, gets a sidelight stare. And now Saphir is definitely going to capitalize with those down airs. Oh man, those down airs are so tilting. Whoa. But what are those option choices from Saphir with the weapon throw upwards? They're so good. I mean, as you saw, it was almost detrimental in that first match. Sadly, he just had too much depreciation on his stock. That down sig, no! Equalizing stocks just like that is such a silly goober Acno is with those down sigs, but they're so good. Like, they're just so good. They KO so early, and it feels like it doesn't matter what character you play. Heck, he could even play like Magyar Saphir, and he probably would have still KO'd simply because that down sig is such a goober.
You might be right about that, but either way, Acno is starting to fight back here. Once again, goes for a ground pound, but Saphir has shown himself to be ready for that option. He's going to mix it up with something. There's a side sig. It's going to whip, though. Acno with a quick punish. Goes in with the chase dodge, but no follow-up down air. Okay, Acno, he gets himself a ground pound. There it is. Saphir has the lead, stolen up from underneath him. Of course, he's going to be opting for the bow. Acno wants to get himself some cheesy options. Picks himself for the read. There it is. But, no D-Light follow-up afterwards. Since it's off stage. There was a jump. There's a side air. What are we going to get? Baits off stage. Okay. He needs himself a sider or a down air, but he knows that acno is ready with an option. There's a good poke. Puts him down towards the edge, and that's going to be a quick KO for Saphir, who evens things up pretty well. There's only a little bit of damage built onto him, so definitely a quick comeback imminent.
Yeah, but I feel like that was a misinput on Acno's hand when he came back to the stage. He dodged in instead of just snapping back to the ledge and getting that nair, you know, that you're used to tripped. He did that a few times in those other sets. But now, oh no, those D-lights are absolutely brutal from Saphir. But seems like Acno can definitely play some footsies as well when he needs to. Now running back to the edge, going for the stupid bouncing again. That won him so many sets. It's absolutely ridiculous. And now finally getting a Silite, an Endlight as well on the bow. Getting so much damage now. So much credit. Silite into the bouncing again. But Saphir is just backdashing just nicely away. So he doesn't get it, Acno. Stop it. You will not get it on Saphir unless...
No, don't say that yet, because the caster's curse will always be a thing. Still, though, Saphir has done a great job of keeping himself glued to the ground to try and get these side-light combos, such as that one right there, putting him some more damage. But at this point, damage is not what he needs. He needs a KO quickly, because Acno looking for one, sniped out there with the GC end light, but it's not going to work just yet. Okay. Oh, the side sig, just a little bit too hasty. Acno, though, gets hit by the recovery. That's Saphir taking the game. There we go, 1-1.
Finally 1-1. I really thought Acno was gonna win that, but man, Saphir brought it all the way back with a cheeky recovery of his own. He chose a cheeky option, probably taking a page out of Acno's book, and now we're having an even Steven set here. Anything can happen. Honestly, Saphir can be a cheeser as well, especially on the lands. Can definitely get those early ground pounds or recoveries that, you know, under the stage. Let's say you get your options stuffed out, yeah, you're just cooked. Especially, you know, if you're such a jumpy player, or not even a jumpy player, but just a silly player such as Acno, where he just throws options there just to throw them.
Indeed. All right, here we go. We're on the Miami Dome here. Okay, and some platforms in the equation. So I would say, I don't know this is gonna benefit, honestly, because, you know, Lance likes to be grounded for the combos, and then off stage can kind of struggle, but the platforms can kind of snipe with the nairs, for example, if Acno chooses to use them more often. So we're gonna see. Okay, of course, that's never gonna change.
Whoa!
But okay, here we go. Goes in for a second ground pound. That might have been a little bit too overzealous, but still, he's got a good amount of damage built up onto Acno now, keeping himself hovering around, trying to get a recovery. Okay, Acno gives himself a side light, but no sider follow-up. In lane.
All right, nice neutral light coming out from Saphir. Nice lead. Oh my god, that interruption on the recovery was crucial for Acno there. Ooh. Trying to get the down light as well, but nicely punished by the sider. That was perfect coming out from the Saphir. Got that weapon throw downwards into neutral light. That's definitely gonna get the KO. Perhaps swapping. Yeah, no, staying on the lance. I was about to say axe, but he got the lance. So yeah. Anyway. All right, finally some neutral. It feels like there's not much neutral between these two guys. It feels like they know each other a lot, where they can just throw options and see what happens, right? Nice nair coming out.
These are two old head, you know, like EU players, right? So yeah, they've definitely played so many matches. I feel like that's part of the reason why Saphir is on this Olgrim. He probably knows that his matchup against Acno is better in the long run with this Olgrim than the Taros. So I think that might be part of the reason. Okay, the drop there. The second part of the end light would not connect. Okay, what a weird option, but it's gonna work out. Just arming him, once again throwing the weapon, GC end light into the stage, and Saphir just says, nah, I'll just give this stock up. You can have it. You wanted it that badly, you can take it.
Yeah, finally equalizing stocks in a very Acno fashion, not gonna lie. And now Saphir trying to get a weapon, perhaps, even though he's kind of guarding it. Acno swiping back to the second bow here, trying to get a recovery as well. They're also whiffing. Honestly, Saphir just scrapping on the unarmed. Look at the amount of damage, and now finally back on the axe. All he needs is probably, I don't know, some signature, probably an Enlight, though I'm not sure. Yeah, now definitely an Enlight will do it. Probably 190 damage. We'll see, though. Nice down there as well, coming back from Acno. Nair.
Ooh. Okay, he's gotta be careful. Saphir is starting to get some more and more damage built up onto him. These little by little pieces. Okay, good reversal there. He saw him going high and was able to get the recovery. Now, once again, he's gonna be sticking to that lance if he can, but Acno says no. Push him onto the side with that unarmed side air. But still, he can scrap with the axe. We all know he has quite a good axe as well, but he's gonna be wanting that, you know, the lance. Okay, oh, good stock dodge coming out from Acno, getting himself a recovery in the process. That'll be evening things up. I don't know. This could go either way, honestly, in this game number 3.
That dodge was absolutely ridiculous from Acno, and also just perfectly punishing right after with the downlight recovery, and now staying on the blaster, perhaps trying to figure something out on Saphir. Nice down into the reversal on the Sair, now back on the bow. Trying to get the nair, but gets silenced away on the unarmed, now enlightened. Saphir getting back on the lance. Nice nair, just building up some more damage, getting Acno into the orange. Now red. Acno needs something quick, side air. This could be brutal. Weapon throw upwards. Oh, nicely jumped away that Sair. Silent down air. Weapon throw not enough though. Acno makes it back by down airing below the stage. Gets the blasters. Gets the weapon option now. Recovery.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting side sig. I understand what he was going for, but the fastball will not be called out. Okay, here we go. Saphir is now on the axe. He is a little bit less comfortable on this one. As you can see, throws it away. Tries to grab himself a lance. There it is. And Acno will actually disarm himself, but we know he's very, very good with the unarmed. He's not afraid to throw out the haymakers. Okay, no, Acno's on the blasters. Going after him. What's it? Throwing away the weapon. This is not the unarmed weapon trial, guys. You can pick up a weapon. Okay, a ground pound's going to come out, but it's not going to work. Oh my goodness, both of them. There it is. Yep, that should be punished. There it is, Saphir. An easy punish. And that is 2-1 now for Saphir.
What a punish though. You have to have nerves of steel though. Acno went with that side sig all the way across the stage. Saphir was like, nah, I'm just gonna spot dodge into side sig and just end that silly stock. Getting that 2-1 advantage, and jeez, what a set, Trip. This is a headache of a set. It's so back and forth, it's so action heavy, just so many reversals, so many cheeky options coming up from both players, honestly, not even just Acno. Again, that spot dodge into the recovery, downlight recovery, that was so good from Acno to equalize the stocks, but it seems like Saphir got the last laugh. That side sig was just a bit too overzealous by Acno, and that's definitely going to cost him the advantage in the set. Now 2-1, back on the Miami Dome. Can Saphir close this out?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be difficult because Acno does know how to adapt for sure. And the cheese, you know, it's always there, right? I feel like he's gone for it less in this set against Saphir. Maybe he just respects him more. I'm not sure what it is, but there's definitely been a lot less cheese coming out from Acno here. But maybe that's the opposite of what he needs. Maybe he needs more cheese. I don't know if I should be advocating for that. But either way, Saphir does have quite a bit of damage build up onto him. He will retaliate with a 3-piece on the axe, but Acno is finding his way around Saphir pretty well right now. Okay, good pickup after the weapon. That's going to be a quick punish. Oh, good read, Acno. Getting hit by the side air. That could be a quick stop if it gets to go.
Oh my god, that was so scary.
Yeah,
that was so scary. Their neutral save. Jesus Christ. Saphir could have gotten so cheese there. That was almost a mozzarella cheese right there coming out from Acno, but Saphir barely dodged it, and now back on the lance trying to get some more damage on Acno's second stock. And now it seems like Acno cannot get a weapon. That D-Light, the last frame of the D-Light hits Saphir away just to... Acno can get some more breathing room on these blasters now. Sidelight Sair whiff. Downlight Sair though with the gravity cancel. He got it right and nailed with only 50 damage to spare on Acno. Okay, this is very equal right now, Drift.
Very much so. Okay, Acno, kind of more on the blasters right now. Maybe that's the change of game plan that he needs. Nice 3 nairs and a D-Light as well. Tried to look for a nair follow-up, but didn't get it. Still, though, that's a lot of damage to build up. Saphir fighting back, recovery, the top end of it. Weapon throw up. Ooh! Okay. Jeez, that could have been huge right there. Recovery's gonna hit a second one as well. Is he going for it? Yeah, Saphir's just, he knows the weapon is there, but he's just taunting for it. Oh my goodness, a cider comes out. Saphir taking down that stock, and we right now have PR number 1 in last stock situation. Might be getting fifth, but he wants to fight back. Nice. The D-Light weapon pickup into the N-Sig to grab himself a KO, and now things are completely even. What is the answer? Acno has got to fight right now. This could be his tournament life on the line.
This is an insurmountable hype set. What? What are these option choices coming out from acno, but Saphir as well? It seems like they're just popping off and going Super Saiyan in this set against each other here. Getting the Scyther coming out from Saphir, getting the second one, perhaps opting for the third one, but acno back on the stage, going back for the second set of blasters. Trying to get probably a D-Light, Psylight, Sair did not get it. Saphir dodged the Sair. Down air hit. Pretty much almost even damage, getting some nairs. The weapon throw into the recovery. That's a Saphir special right there.
It is. Okay, dash with the side air, goes for another one, still gonna whiff, keep him off the weapon. Acno is disarmed. Okay, Nair to push him away, grabs the weapon. Is he gonna try and get a D-Save? But he might have a chance. Okay, the end light is barely not gonna KO. Going out there, Saphir is getting testy. One though does not confirm, but the down air. Okay, there we go. Acno is going to get this to a game number 5. We couldn't have it any other way. Of course not.
Good. Trip. He's literally chose the thing that got him into the elimination bracket, the down air, to stuff up the recovery. This is absolute cinema. This is storytelling, and we're going straight into game 5 with probably the most insane set of the day. Even though we had some crazy sets, like this feels like it has, I don't know, nostalgia already, which is crazy to say because it's literally just happening. But
I'm about to say we're getting
like
nostalgic for the
generational
present
set.
right now. Like, what's going on?
Yes, exactly. Because it feels like such a classic set between these two players, these two EU heavyweights.
Most definitely. And they're also both playing unseriously. They're both part of the unserious clan, but honestly, they're both playing very, very seriously at the moment. So I don't know if that's quite true. Maybe they gotta change their clan name. But either way, we are now on Terminus. Okay, here we go. I honestly kind of like this map a lot. And now we have 3 platforms instead of 2. And we're gonna see how that's gonna change the dynamic. Of course, the platforms have been really a big detriment for a lot of things. For example, the nairs on both like the lance and the axe, as well as the blasters. So we're gonna see good pickup there. The platform's showing why they're so dangerous.
The neutral sig pickup was so close, coming out from acno, but gets the downlight recovery with only 67 damage to spare. That was such a fast stock. That was like 40 seconds. Trip, that's crazy. That's crazy, especially when a game 5 situation where you got the downloads, you got the reads, but it feels like acno just is somehow one step above Saphir in this match, at least for now, even though Saphir is slowly and surely coming back with only 2 stocks.
Oh,
Downlights,
man. Okay.
I mean, excuse me, Psylights there coming out from acno, so much more damage build up on the blasters down air, trying to get the Sarah as well. Psylight Sarah again! Man, it feels like he missed so many of those, yeah, but so much pressure! Scyther again!
Oh no!
What?
Yep, Saphir is absolutely feeling the mounting pressure against him right now, just getting hit after hit. He tried to go for 2 side sigs, but they were way too premature, and both times he was punished completely. Acno does not even get KO'd by that ground pound. It's just, oh my goodness, recovery won't even do it either. Getting into the 200s of damage, finally, a side air will put an end to that stock, but my goodness, an entire stock lead on the side of Acno. It's going to take a quick 0 to death or a miracle to come out from Saphir if he wants to take this. Acno will not let that happen if he's in his control. Here we go, D-Light, and Light's gonna miss as well. Oh man.
Yeah, finally gets silent down like neutral sig. That's the Diana classic. That's the gold classic right there that Saphir just got hit by. But it works. If you're acno, it just simply works because nobody expects it from you. The double nair coming out as well, trying to get the KO off the top. Maybe Saphir adapted. Oh, going for the 0 to death. Weapon throw uppers. No more options. They're trying to go for the GC light, but Acno does not manage, and Saphir equalizes the stocks.
He has a chance.
This can happen.
He has a chance, but it's going to take another huge read coming out from him. He's also keeping Acno off the weapon, but at the same time, Acno is not afraid to scrap on the unarmed, but now he's got the blasters. A D-Light recovery will do it. So he's got to be so careful. Look at that, just barely navigating around that one right there. A downer, Cider's not going to hit this time, but maybe a second time, no. Okay, they're coming out, dashing back and forth between the platforms, both of them keeping themselves away from the grounds. And look at that, look at the space, look at the respect that Saphir is giving Acno right now. He knows that one D-Light recovery or D-Light nair, it could do it. Okay.
He's going for it though. Okay. Oh, very terrible edgeguard situation. Nair just piling up more damage, 206 damage. That's pretty much down like Nair situation. And Acno wins the set with a classic.